special interest. Smiles, frowns, 5 minutes we committed. Couple buckled like a nuptial, annulments not admitted. Commitments too uncomfortable, feline stay dysfunctional. We both in it for something. Family life's not quite Huxtable. Emotional with ladies, man, for better or worse. But in the end, I'm thinking, is it worth the work I exert? Starting off real innocent, then it switches to hurt. Getting too infatuated, better off to just flirt. Perched in my mind on a window, and I can't close the blinds. Applying too much attention to trying to figure your kind. This tends to happen when I'm after snatch. Opposites attract, I get loose from my rational, making the beast with two backs. Let me in your world, relax, I can get comfortable here. But then I change your heart, my love boats passing up here. Things ain't what they appear. Exes calling, saying they pregnant, negligent. Later like, sorry, I misread the directions. Stressing it's all a question, I usually don't learn my lesson. Getting ahead of myself, forgetting the contraceptives. Feeling like they got no leverage, using sex as a weapon. I be acting foul sometimes, making bad first impressions. Worrying when you wasn't around, thinking maybe I was getting played. I got too close to you, so now it's hard to turn the page. Walking on razor blades, sharper than tailored fades. Haven't seen your face lately, steadily counting the days. Raining on my parade, no longer having it made. Calling your house and sell, but only the machine plays. So what should I do? Looks like I need to let it go. Saying that right now, but when I see you, I get social.
Remember how we used to say our time would come someday? Guess that day ain't today, we still on the runway. And remember how we used to say we'd make it together? Guess along the way some ties got severed. But whatever, man, everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. It's all about how you work it. And for better or worse, it was all worth it. Man, everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. It's all about how you work it. And for better or worse, it was all worth it. Yo, beats like this remind me of 96. School days when dookie braids were looking good on some chicks. Especially the one next to me in my only yearbook flick. On picture day I ditched. I was that rapping kid, always on the roam alone. Bailing with his headphones on, relatively well known, but kinda on his own zone. Just sitting around like I had it all figured out. Just counting down the days till I could bounce. Of course that was back when the homie was anybody who knows me. We didn't know love, so we didn't know lonely. My skin was too thin for anyone to get under a tin man. Blundering through an urban wonderland. See, there's certain things you just gotta roll your sleeves and discover firsthand to truly understand, and some more than others, so it seems. So while I smoke weed or roam the streets, many of us ended up in some sobering scenes. Waiting rooms with a baby do, operating rooms, masked ladies draining 380 wounds, interrogation rooms, staring at a case or two, cause either end of a 380's the wrong end to be facing. Looking for the palace, still no sign of Alice, and my hands are catching calluses, handling all this baggage I gathered in transit. And I don't mean the ones on my eyes, so since you're asking, I don't talk to that girl I was with. And yeah, it hurts like a bitch, and certain people ain't my homies no more. And it stinks, don't cut your toes off to fit someone else's shoes, but sometimes all our nails need clipping. Remember how we used to say our time would come someday? Guess that day ain't today, we still on the runway. And remember how we used to say we make it together? Guess along the way some ties got severed. But whatever. Remember how we used to say our time would come someday? Well, that day ain't today, and it seems years away. And remember how we used to say we make it together? Guess along the way some ties got severed. But whatever, man, everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. It's all about how you work it. And for better or worse, it was all worth it. Man, everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. It's all about how you work it. And for better or worse, it was all worth it. To all my friends, to all my old
Everything's perfect. Just perfect. Except for one thing.